Hi guys, and welcome to this week's Alakazam Video Blog.
Hello.
Hello,
You
how
right?
are you doing?
Yeah, all good, mate. You?
Yeah, not bad. It's a bit hot, isn't it?
Oh, it's so hot. Honestly, it's ridiculous. We was out filming a trailer yesterday, and we was just dipping into shops to nick the aircon and dip back out, and then literally, it's like if anyone's been Vegas, right, and when you get off the plane, and it's literally just a wall of humidity.
Yeah.
I got out of my car yesterday when we finished work. Honestly, it was ridiculous. It's like stepping into a bloody sauna.
Yeah, we are quite fortunate in the office because we've got air conditioning, so it does lull us into a full sense of security though, because we come out of work and it literally hits us like a wall, like you said. We don't have air conditioning in here though.
Although this was a fridge.
Yeah, so it's actually all right.
It's not too
bearable.
bad,
yeah, but definitely hot outside. So I hope you're taking advantage of the nice weather that we've got.
Yeah.
So magically, what have we been up to?
I would say quite a lot.
You've been up to loads.
Yeah, we've got we've got a lot of new products coming out.
Yeah.
And one of them actually was released today of filming, which is the Friday the 26th, I believe, which is Pinnacle, which is the one I said is amazeballs.
Yeah.
So we can show you the trailer for that a bit later on. But yeah, I've just been learning this, which was good. I want to learn that now. I've watched the trailer, and obviously I know stuff about that. Well, not learn that because that's how many do you think is on there?
Oh God, there's 4 discs, so there's tons of stuff on there. We'll talk about that in a little bit. And we have some Boris Wilde items to talk about as well,
which are wicked.
Excellent. Okay, so like Harry said, there have been some new releases recently. We're going to talk a little bit more about them in just a second. Before we do, however, I think it would be a good time to talk about this DVD here. Yep. So before we go any further, let's take a look at the trailer for Past Midnight.
I want you to spread them, faces towards yourself, and I want you to, not just yet, but in a moment, I want you to just spread through the cards, and then just think of one, and then maybe change your mind, go along and think of another one. You can do that again if you like, but eventually settle on one and tell me when you've done that. But I definitely want you to go along and think of a card and then change your mind and go for another one. Just tell me when you're done. You done? Yep. Okay, now at this point, there's no way I could know what card you're thinking on it. What I want you to do is just go through and just cut your card that you're thinking of to the face and just stare at it, but keep it close to your chest. There's no way I can know what this is. Just cut it to the face and stare right at it. And in fact, just bury it somewhere in the card so that there's no chance of me knowing. Okay? Yep. In fact, we'll get rid of the entire deck. We don't need them anymore. This is literally just between us. This is strange. You changed your mind. You definitely changed your mind once, and you thought about changing your mind again, but you didn't. You changed your mind once, and I think you had a Jack of Hearts was the first card you thought about thinking, but you changed your mind, right? And then you went along, but you eventually ended up on a black card.
Yes.
A club, an 8 of clubs.
Yes. Fantastic.
All we need to do is have a look at a card, and then give the cards a few shuffles and cuts. Okay? So just take the cards, cut to about middle, and have a look at a playing card for me.
Yeah.
And replace the card, keep it square.
Yeah.
And give the whole pack a cut.
Right.
And a shuffle. And another cut if you like.
Yeah.
And another shuffle. another cut. I mean, that's fair.
Right, absolutely.
That's fair. And just to see there's no key cards, there's no information I can get. Just go through and move your card wherever you like in the pack. It's a completely random position. Just tell me when you're done.
Yep.
And square up, and in fact, give the cards another cut.
Yep.
Possible. Kind of. Let's have a look. See if we can get this. I think it's definitely it's a black card. I think it's about 23 cards down.
Right.
I think it's about there. What was your card?
The 3 of spades. That is unbelievable.
So that is past midnight with Benjamin Earl. I was just trying to rack my brains during the trailer there as to how long ago this was filmed, and I'm thinking at least sort of 15 years ago plus.
Do you want me to tell you when it was?
Yeah, please, because I honestly cannot remember.
December 2007.
Wow.
Yeah.
So long, 12 years ago. That is a long old time.
Did he do anything after this or not? Was this his main one?
His main DVD set with us, and still I think the definitive set from Ben Earl. And he released Skin with us as well, which is a streaming video now as well. We also have a limited number of the bonus booklets still left on our site.
Because I just remember we went for dinner with Ben. And to be fair, I might have been 7 actually. I remember him showing some bits, and it was very, very, very good.
Yeah, and he is not changed. He is still probably the best natural magician in the world that I've ever seen. He really is phenomenal, and I don't get to see him very often. It's normally at conventions. The last time I got to see him this year was at the Session convention, and we had a bit of a catch up, and it never fails to amaze me just by his observation and his kind of approach to magic. Obviously, since this time and since Skin, he's gone on to release other projects such as real waste cutting, real coin magic, real deck switches. The book that he released called Less is More, all of which are modern classics. They really are very, very good works. One thing I will say about Ben is when you look at this, do not think, just because of what you've seen there or maybe what you've read or anything else, that you're not going to be able to do the stuff that's on here. There is no doubt that there is some more technically demanding stuff on these DVDs, but there is a ton of semi-automatic, almost self-working stuff as well, which I guarantee will have the same impact on your audiences as hardcore knuckle-busting sleight of hand.
Yeah.
So if you don't think it's for you, trust me, right? There is tons and tons of information on here, and little bits of business and psychology which are just worth the weight in gold.
Yeah, no, it looks wicked, and every time he shows me something, it is phenomenal. So it's definitely worth checking out. And obviously, there is so much stuff on there, and there's so many tools as well, isn't there? Like you learn so many moves and stuff like that in there.
There's
as well
moves. There's approaches to classic plots. There's some new plots on there.
Yeah.
There's some knuckle busting sleight of hand certainly, and there's tons of great self-working and semi-automatic stuff as well. So there really is something for everyone.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's worth checking out. And as you said earlier, it's like 3 or 4 discs. So
yeah, I think it's 4 discs.
Yeah, you get so much stuff on there, which is incredible.
It's the best £50 that I think that you would invest. Honestly, I think it's such a brilliant honestly, it's such a brilliant set of DVDs. So they're in stock. They're available on our website. Check them out now.
Lovely. So what do you want to go on to? Should we talk about these quickly?
Yeah, let's have a look at those.
So, yeah,
go for it.
But so these are new. They're by Darren Cullen. And basically, they are. First of all, they're lovely. He come to us. He does a lot of work at Houdini's and stuff like that, and he also does a lot of children's magic. Now, he always struggled to find a bag which he could use properly that was fitting for his environment.
Yeah.
All right. So it is a force bag.
force bag, change bag.
Force bag, change bag. It's a triple force bag, I believe it is.
That's it,
isn't it? Which is wicked. And so, there's so many routines of it. But I know you've probably come up with some as well. Dad's come up with some. Dave's come up with some. Cool routines using these as well, which aren't kind of children magic related.
No.
Because it's easy to see a product, and when it's linked to children's magic, you don't really feel like it can be used in other scenarios, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So once we get round to it, we'll film them routines and stuff like that, which is wicked. But they're really good quality, and also a good size as well.
Yeah, so they come in 2 colours,
Yeah.
which is the red and the black one there, both spotted.
Yeah.
And there is currently a deal on these, so if you buy 2, there is a saving, so watch out for that. When you go to have a look at the product, if you want to see where the deal pops up, it's when you go to more details. So if you just click add product, you may not necessarily see the deal offer come through if you're after 2. So if you click on more details and then add product, the little box will come up and say, would you like to buy 2 of these at a discounted rate?
Yeah.
So just in case you missed the first bit.
So shall we quickly show the trailer for him? Because we have got a nice little trailer.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah. So let's have a look at the Tote Change Bag by Darren Cullen.
Hi, my name's Darren Cullen, and I'm super excited to present to you my triple change bag trick. I've been an entertainer for the past 10 years plus, entertaining children and adults alike, and in that time I've really struggled to find a force bag that works for all occasions. So I've created the triple force bag. I've had so much fun with this in the past 10 years, and now it's your time to get your hands on it. I'm Darren Cullen, and this is the triple force bag.
That is the Tote Change Bags by Darren Cullen. They are in stock. This is a new item. It's only been out just over a week now, I think it is. Like Harry said, they're great quality and certainly suitable if you do family entertainment, if you do children's parties, or even if you do adult parties as well, sort of stand up and pile of stuff. There are some great ideas that I'm sure that you'll be able to use these for.
And I will just say, we have got very limited stock of each colour.
Yeah.
So if you want one, obviously get it, and then in the future, as with most products that you purchase from Alakazam, there'll be additional hand-ins and routine ideas and stuff like that. And obviously as well, if you guys come up with any ideas using Alakazam products, and send them in, and then we can always get you down and film them, stuff like that.
Brilliant.
So it's awesome. But check them out. Really very nice like this. Oh.
Yeah.
Right, so
you do that when it's hot. When it's hot.
I know.
I know.
Right, what do you want to talk about next?
So it's been a couple of weeks since we talked about the Andy versus Harry challenge.
Yep.
So I think we should talk about that. Rigor Thompson sent in something a little while back. He said that for the Andy versus Harry challenge, could we do something that was not cards?
Right.
Yeah. Possibly self-working, maybe not self-working, but just not cards. Now, I know you rose to the challenge. I wasn't so good, I'll be totally honest. So I think that we should take a look at the Andy versus Harry challenge this week.
Yes, let's. We're going to try something all about gut instinct. Okay. First of all, we need a card selected. So I just want you to reach in and just remove any card you want. Just reach on straight in there. Don't put it in the pocket. Don't look at it. Place it straight into the pocket. Okay. Now I've got a little bag of poker chips. All right. We're going to use them. We've got 3 of them. All right. Now the poker chip you're about to select, you're going to place straight into a pocket. All right. So whichever one you pick up, go straight into a pocket. Don't think about it too much. Just go for anyone. Yeah, pop it in a pocket for me. Yeah. Now we're left with 2 poker chips. Right. Pick them up in your hands.
Both of them.
Yeah, both of them. And I'll show you to mix them like face up, perfect. Yeah. And now split your hands up. Yeah. Like this. Yeah. Happy with that? Right. Did you notice that you separated them at any point? You didn't. No?
Just then I did.
Yeah, you did. Obviously, just then.
Yeah.
It's lucky you done it, because actually the one you popped in your left hand doesn't say left hand on it. Quite straight. The one on your right hand says right hand. Not bad, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember you put a poker chip in your pocket before we started? Yeah. Take it out. Have a look.
Don't touch them.
I ain't gonna touch them. Don't worry about that. Yeah. That does say. Yeah, King Casino on the back. It says pocket. Ooh. Remember you had a free
alright.
choice of 3 chips there?
Yeah.
But on the pocket poker chip is another kind of hidden message. It's got 4 little hearts, yeah? It's not on any other one,
Right.
apart from the one you selected.
Yeah.
Kind of resembling the 4 of hearts, right? Do you remember you took a card right from the start?
I do.
Take it out, have a look at it. For the first time
Shut
this
the
is, right?
front door.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh,
What the heck
well
is going
done.
on there?
Very good.
Crazy.
So
Alright, do you want to grab a seat?
yeah, let's just talk about it for a second.
Yeah.
So this is Volition Blue Chip
Yeah.
by Joel Dickinson.
Yeah.
And
Who's a lovely guy, by the way.
he is, he is really always smiling. Yeah,
Yeah.
just so polite all the time. And you chose this as your Andy versus Harry challenge this week. I like it. I think it's great. I mean, it kind of conforms to the fact that it's a very direct plot, isn't it? They do
Yeah,
things,
exactly.
and then you reveal what the actions are.
Yeah.
So that's good. Why did you choose? Why choose this?
Well, I will just say, okay, that is not how you do it usually.
Right.
All right. So there's a lot of hidden reveals in this.
Right.
Okay. So for example, on the pocket chip, it's got 4 hearts, and at the beginning you can get a card selected. They
Right.
put it in the pocket. No one looks at it, and at the end it's got the 4 of hearts.
Right.
Okay. Now I didn't do that bit because obviously I didn't think we was allowed cards.
Yeah.
And also you do get, hang that head in shame, boy. Right. And also you do get something else in here as well.
Yeah.
Which I didn't use just because I didn't feel like you had to use it. But you do get it in there, which is wicked.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, no, it's awesome, and obviously things with poker chips are quite cool. Obviously they're good quality. You get a lot of stuff in here as well. And like I said, there are so many reveals. I'm sure you can link BitBook into it because it's King Casino Paris. So
Right.
you can link that in there somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's nice, and it's just a straightforward way of saying I know the actions you're going to take. Do you know what I mean? Rather than making it a bit awkward, going around the houses, you just straightforward. In your left hand, you've got the chip that says left hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is easy and very clear and very powerful, I think, impactful.
So these are really good value as well, because the extra something that you get in there, which we're not going to show at this point in time, the extra something that you get in here though is worth, I would say, probably near enough that price anyway.
That's true. Yeah.
Just in its own. So the fact that you're getting that, plus the instructions, plus these really well-made poker chips, to do this fantastic routine and extensions for £35.
Yeah, 35 quid.
Is blooming good value.
That
Blooming good value. So yeah, that's great. When it comes to because obviously the thing was about non-card items, and I think Rigo also said about possibly self-working. Is this a self-working effect?
Do you know what it basically is? It's literally a case of looking out for stuff.
Yeah.
And just being clear, pretty much. There's no real movements.
Right.
But yeah, it's wicked. It is super easy to do.
Right. Okay. And it's strong.
Yeah, exactly. It's strong, and as well, obviously, it isn't a card trick, so
Yeah.
it's another benefit to have.
Okay. Brilliant. So that's Volition Blue Chip.
Lovely.
Hope you like it, Harry.
Yo.
We're going to try an experiment in extrasensory perception, ESP.
Right.
Okay. Now, normally this is done with simple cards, with wavy lines and things.
Yeah.
I've never really been able to get on with those sort of symbols, so I thought I'd go with something that's familiar to me because I use them all the time.
Okay.
Which is a deck of cards.
Right.
Okay. So we have here a deck of cards. I'm just going to take these, spread them across the table so you can see that they are indeed all different, and that they're mixed up. They're not in no pattern or anything like that. Yeah. And we'll also remove, I think there's 2 jokers in here. Let's just have a quick scan, make sure there's no other jokers. I don't see any.
No.
Excellent. Okay. So the cards are all different. That's an important point. So this is what I would like you to do. I'm going to turn away. And what I would like you to do is I'd just like you to cut off a packet of cards, and I want you to remember the card that you cut to. So if this was the deck of cards here, you're just going to lift up and remember the card that you've cut to, and then place the pile over here.
Right.
Okay, but before you place the pile there, give them a shuffle up.
Oh.
Yeah, does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so I'm going to look away.
So I cut.
Yeah. Look at the card that you've cut to.
Yep.
Okay, and then the pile that you've now got in your hand, shuffle them up so I couldn't possibly know where anything is. Yeah, and then just place them face down over here somewhere.
right where your finger was. Done.
Was that right where my
Yeah.
finger was?
Done.
Excellent. Okay. Can you just take? Oh, actually, I don't want to could you just pop those into there for me?
Yeah. Do I seal it up or not?
You can do, and just put them out of the way over here.
Yeah, I wanted to shut the box so you can't see nothing.
No.
Yeah, done
Fair?
it? Yep.
Excellent. Okay, so you have a deck of cards that you've cut off to one side there,
Yep.
which contains your card.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to just place them on my hand just for a second? In fact, do you want to give them one last mix?
Okay, yeah, I will.
Yeah? I'm going to keep looking this way.
A
And
proper mix?
I'm definitely not looking at the... Yeah, a proper mix.
Yeah, don't look at the monitor.
I'm not looking at the monitor.
All
Even
right.
if I was looking at the monitor, I couldn't possibly see what your card was.
Oh yeah, that's true, they're face down. Alright, yeah,
and leave
done.
them face down just there. Brilliant. Okay. Fair?
Yep.
Okay, so I said this is all about extrasensory perception. Okay, and with extrasensory perception or ESP, I'm going to say ESP from now on because
yeah,
I'm
that's
having
easier.
trouble saying the rest of it. Right? It's all about a connection.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to try and connect to you. Yeah, I think I've got it. Brilliant. Okay, so I'm just going to show you the cards.
Alright.
Okay. Okay. So I don't. Can you just look on? Yeah, I don't think it's any of them. I don't think it's any of them.
Oh,
It's okay. We'll come back to it in just. I don't think it's any of them either. I don't think it's any of them. You've definitely seen your card in here. I haven't
Yeah,
removed
yeah,
it
I've
or
seen it,
anything,
yeah.
have I? That's it. Concentrate on the. No, I don't think it's any of them. I don't think it's any of them. Well, them. Maybe even them ones. Okay, do you want to just take hold of those? Just look at me. Okay. Do you want to just take hold of those? Give them a mix up.
a little mix.
Yeah, a little mix. Okay, was your card there?
Yeah.
It was. Okay, just think for a second. Just throw them out in front of you.
Yep.
Okay, and just give me any red cards that are there.
All done.
Yeah, okay. How many cards does that leave you?
2.
Very good. Take the 2 and just hold them face down and mix them up in your hand. That's it. And just place one in mine. You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. What was your card?
King of Spades.
Okay. Tell I have your card.
Bang. King of Spados.
King of Spados.
Nice.
And that is Pure Telepathy by
That is good, that.
Boris Wilde.
That's good. That's
It is an
pure
amazing-
genius.
Pure
that.
genius, pure telepathy.
Yeah, that is bloody good.
So here we have an effect or a deck. I mean, watching through the DVD that he has, and yes, it is a card trick. I apologise, Rigor. I'm always kind of drawn to effects. That I am really choosy about non-card effects, and I really couldn't find anything that I thought, well, do you know what, that would be quite a cool one to have a look at. Currently, we do have some new effects that are coming out that are non-card, are self-working,
Yeah.
that I absolutely love, but now wasn't the right time to kind of talk about those or do those.
Oh,
Yeah.
bloody they're good then.
Yeah. So I thought, do you know what? I'm going to do this because it's a lovely effect, and I don't think a lot of people are aware of this. They're aware of other Boris Wilde products, his DVDs, the deck that's named after him, but not necessarily this effect. And I think it's brilliant. I really do think it's a great effect. Very easy to do, self-working. There are a couple of different approaches that you can do. This is a close-up version.
Yeah.
He has a parlour version, and in the parlour version, stroke stage, you get this as well. This is a little net bag. So what happens is someone thinks of a card, they shuffle up the cards, and then you do this process. But as you take it, you drop it into the bag that they're holding.
Yeah, that's nice.
All I've done is I've just added this ending onto it, where you have the card, you hand me one, and then you're left with the one that is yours. Yeah, so it kind of gives it a bit of a finality, I guess. But I love it. It's the deck itself does all the work for you.
Yeah.
Does all the work for you. You can, if you wanted to, incorporate some sleight of hand into it. When you watch the accompanying DVD, you'll know exactly what I mean when I say that. But it is a really, really good effect. This, along with the Boris Wilde deck project, we're going to have as a bundle deal, I think, so for a limited time only. So check that out on the site.
Yeah, and the good thing is they're on Phoenix, which are obviously really good quality.
Yeah, and just a small point, these are also jumbo index.
Nice.
Yeah, so that means that that doesn't look out of place in close up, but it has the visual element, the visibility. If you were to want to play this more parlour, or even stage, I guess.
I feel like large index are underrated. I think that's so good.
Yeah, I mean traditionally large index are that they would expand these bits. So the rest of the face in traditional ones, the faces were smaller, but the actual indexes were the biggest thing. Yeah, and they looked a bit weird. Whereas these, it's the expansion over the whole entire face. You get more of the visibility of it. So they're available on our site. They're available singly, or like I said, keep an eye out for the bundle deal. But honestly, I mean, I saw them do this at our club. When he was at the club just before our academy, and I like the idea of it. I thought, oh, that's actually quite a neat idea. But playing around with it now, I really do enjoy performing it. So
it is wicked.
Yeah, so check it out. That was this week's Andy versus Harry challenge. So you certainly rose to that. I was a bit lax, if I'm honest. But
well,
there we go.
You know what? They are good as well, because the Volition blue chip was something that we got in, and we obviously sold out straight away. Then we got more in, sold out of them. Then got more in now. So finally we've had a chance to look at it, and it is incredible. It's a good trick, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I was actually intending to have a look at it myself, but you know, I didn't get a chance to, and obviously you managed to have a look at it. I know your dad was keen to have a look at it as well, because they have been selling like wildfire, and as far as I'm aware, certainly for the time being, they're going to be limited to whatever stock we're currently showing on our website until more are made and we can get some more. And obviously, if you like the idea behind the effect I did at Boris Wilde's, then please check out that on our website. And yeah, that would be
lovely.
It is a lovely effect. Yeah. In actual fact, whilst we're on the subject of Boris Wilde, there was one other product of his that I picked up, which was this. This is the Boris Wilde Mark Deck project. So, for a limited time only, because we have these in stock, Pure Telepathy and the Boris Wilde Mark Deck project will be in a bundle. So check out the Alakazam Video Blog bundle that will be running on our site after this airs. So later on today, so Friday. And you should see an offer for both of these, so you can buy them together and save a bit of money.
Nice.
Yeah, which is
bit of moolah.
Bit of moolah.
Gouge us. So
that's the Andy versus Harry challenge for this week. We do need one for next time though.
Yes.
All right. So it may be a couple of weeks though, just because I happen to be on holiday for a couple of weeks next week.
Cheeky geezer.
Yeah.
Where are you off to?
I am off to France. I am going to France for a couple of weeks.
Are you? What do you do in France when you go?
Not a lot. Actually, if the heat's like the way it is, and I believe it's going to be warmer, there won't be very much being done. Lots of pool time.
Pool time, eat, drink.
Beach. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Nice.
Yeah, so we're out in the middle of the country with very little around us, so there will just be lots of R&R.
I heard when you go, because every time you go to France, you always say you have boar.
Boar.
Are you going to have boar again or not?
Maybe. I've got family that live near a big forest, and they have wild boar there. So it's not unusual for us to have wild boar because it's in the village.
I had boar meatballs once. Yeah, they was one of the nicest meatballs I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, so I think there'll be that, and there'll be lots of other glorious food and drink.
Glorious,
I'm
lovely.
sure.
Well, we hope you have a great time.
Thank you very much. So the Andy versus Harry challenge for the next time the two of us together is from Mark Hall.
Oh,
yes. So
is this one in my favour this time, or?
It could possibly be in your favour.
What is it?
So Mark said for us each to come up with an effect that used the Gentleman Jack gimmick.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
So an effect that uses the Gentleman Jack gimmick.
Right.
Okay. So with that in mind, the next time that we meet, we're going to have an effect each.
Oh gosh.
With the Gentleman Jack gimmick. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. So that'll be on the next Andy versus Harry challenge.
Mm.
So, you talked at the very beginning about new releases.
Yeah.
And we do have some pucker new releases.
I love that word.
The pucker.
Yeah.
The start of which is this.
Yeah, it is. Pinnacle by Brian Caswell. Right, can I just quickly put it up to the thing? Nice packaging right there. Falling cards. Bang. Yeah. Sweet. Pinnacle is an incredible effect. It's one you have a lot of fun performing.
Yeah.
It's one that doesn't take much skill to perform it.
Yeah.
And it's also one that is very falling. And I will just say, there is so many. Now, once we got it and started playing with it, there's so many different things you can do with it. I know Moz has come up with a book test with it, which is incredible.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's so much more you can do with it now than we realised. So once again, there will be a lot more streaming videos being put in your account of stuff like book tests using this, of stuff like name revelations using this stuff. Honestly, there'll be so much stuff you can do.
Yeah.
And obviously the main effect you get of it is incredible as well.
So we always look forward. We get occasionally, it happens about this time of year, we get a phone call or an email from Brian Caswell and he says, I'm going to come down, I'm going to show you a couple of new effects, tell me what you think. And he came down, he showed us a couple of effects, and we were all sitting there, and I think we have a lot of magic knowledge between the four of us. We were sitting there just going, right, okay. We're just lost for words.
Yeah.
Especially with this effect, because it seriously fooled the socks off of us.
It is very fooling.
We all know that as magicians, you see effects and your brain starts making assumptions about the way that it could possibly work. That's just the way that we're built. But it's refreshing every time we see something with Brian, and like I said, it happened with the case of Pinnacle, where your mind starts going, right, it could be this. No, it's not that.
Yeah.
It could be this. No, it's not that. And then you just have that moment where you go, I'm at a loss. Brain, shut up.
Yeah.
You don't want to know how this works. You just love the effect.
Yeah.
And this was what it was with Pinnacle. And you're right. It's a little bit like what happened with Prometheus recently. You kind of got the idea.
Yeah, exactly.
The idea was brilliant. And then all of a sudden your brain starts going into overdrive, and we all start going, oh, do you know what? If we did this, then that will happen. And if we did this and moved that would happen. And all these wonderful things start happening for the benefit of our customers, because we then go away, film them, and you get the benefit of seeing the sort of ideas that I've played with.
And the great thing is, this isn't one of those effects where you learn how it's done and then a bit deflated. Do you know what I mean? That it's such a clever method that it kind of encourages you to go out and think of other things you can do using the method, which is wicked.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, honestly, it's awesome. But do you want to see what it looks like?
I do want to see what it looks like. So let's take a look at Pinnacle.
I'm Dave Lucy, this is H, and we are super excited to present to you Pinnacle.
It's a surefire effect that you should carry and will carry with you 24/7.
It's from the creative mind that is Brian Caswell. So let's take a look at what it looks like in the real world. Right, so this deck of cards is slightly different to your average deck. As you can see, there's numbers all on the back. Each of the numbers are very different, and the cards are different on the faces. So I'm going to try and influence the movements you're about to make here. You're each going to pick a playing card, or three between you.
All right, just name the first card that comes to mind. Go.
Ace of Hearts.
Ace of Hearts. Alright, so remember the Ace of Hearts? Now I'm going to send you one completely different. Ready? Now.
3 of spades.
3 of spades. And one more?
2 of diamonds.
2 of diamonds, okay.
The Ace of Spades and the 4 of Clubs. Okay, 3 cards that you guys randomly named. And you'll see that on the back of them are 3 numbers.
So, fair to say, 3 random choices.
Here's the bizarre thing. You could have named any card in this pack, and of course the numbers would all be different on the backs. I had this down here on the table, which is hidden in plain sight. Now on the back of the cards we have the number 15, the number 8 and the number 42. 15, 8 and 42. And the thing that I find bizarre is you didn't feel like it.
No.
But on the back of here there is the number 15, the number 8 and the number 42, which is a perfect match.
Now my favourite thing about Pinnacle is because you know the outcome ahead of time, you can reveal it in any way you want, whether it's a photo, a written prediction, social media, the possibilities are absolutely endless.
In typical Alakazam fashion, you get everything you need inside the box and great teaching to get you up and running right away.
This is a real worker and you'll be glad to hear that the reset is really quick.
So that is the amazing Pinnacle. Check it out. It is released today. It is on our site to purchase now. Comes with a streaming video and the handling, obviously. The only thing that you've got to do is just pop your own numbers on there.
Yeah.
That's it, and then it's ready to go.
And the reason why we haven't put the numbers on there already is because the effect lends itself, is basically a utility, pretty much. You can take it in any direction you want. Once you can watch the video before you make it up. And then it's fine, and it doesn't take long to make up, and it's not complicated.
Yeah, one thing I would just say, a little tip: when you're making it up, just watch the video, follow it step by step, and you should have no trouble doing that. But yeah, you're right; you can customize it to whatever you want. It's all there, ready to go as of today.
Yeah, honestly, it's wicked. So definitely check it out. And that was one of the first ones. If you're part of the review team, that was one of the first ones that went out to them. So
yeah,
some of you out there would have had this for a few months now.
Yeah, and as there have been people that have had it on the review team, you will be able to check out the reviews that are on the products as well, just to see what people are saying.
Yep.
All glowing reviews, which I had no doubt there was going to be. So yeah, check them out.
Yeah.
And if you have any questions, then please, by all means, ask us.
It's wicked. So does that bring us towards the end?
It does bring us towards the end.
Andrew, Paul
so
Smith.
One last thing that I was just about to say before I go on holiday was that this weekend. 2 days time from when this goes live, we have the amazing John Carey Summer School. So John will be with us on Sunday. I forget the times off the top of my head.
It's 5 PM starts.
5 PM start, there we go. So if you're about, tune in live. Obviously if you can't make it live, it will go into your account for you to view afterwards. But it promises to be an amazing course.
Yeah, so yeah, it starts 5 PM UK time. We're looking to finish around about 7:30ish.
Yeah.
And yeah, as a chat room as per usual, you could download the course afterwards. But it's an early bird price at the minute of $9.99. And then it will go up obviously after it's aired. But he recently added 2 more full shuffles to it.
Yeah.
And there's going to be some unpublished material on there as well.
Brilliant.
Which is cool.
So for $9.99 you're getting 2.5 hours at this moment in time. So
exactly.
you're getting 2.5 hours plus of great material that they're no pipe dreams. You're going to go out, you're going to do them, you're going to use them, and you're going to get the reactions that you want from your spectators as well. So check it out. That's available on our site, and that will air on Sunday at 5 PM UK time.
And if you've ever been on a previous John Carey course, you know that it's chock-a-block. There's no room. There is room to breathe, but only just slightly. It is rammed full of great stuff, great movements, great tools, great full shuffles, stuff like that. So honestly, you'll be in for a great treat.
Brilliant. Okay, so I think that's it for this week. It only leaves me to say thank you, Harry, for joining us again.
Thank you for having me.
And enjoy the time without me.
Do you know what? You bloody enjoy your holiday. You keep going on about. Honestly, I'm so
I'm
jealous.
excited.
I would be excited.
So it only leaves us to say thank you for joining us again on this week's Alakazam Video Blog. We hope you have a fantastic week. Harry will probably see you next week with someone else.
Yeah.
Who that will be, we do not know at this moment in
I don't
time.
know.
Oh,
I
a
don't
little
know.
bit of mystery and intrigue there. But Harry will be back next week, and I will see you in a couple of weeks' time. But on behalf of the two of us, you have a great week, and join us next time on the Alakazam Video Blog.